think my way all the way back over here. Oh. Thank you. There we go. Jump. I was stuck in like the little thing there. I don't know how, but I'd like to jump up with. Oh. I'm making jump. This becomes a lot easier to target if he jumps. That guy just shot so much earlier. Is anybody behind me? I'd like to reload. That. I am so. Oh no, he's still there. Oh, yep, there's the other guys I thought would just suddenly be. Why can we all just be friends now? Wait, you guys fall. Yep, fall. No, we're not. See, I don't like worrying about all of you guys, but... I don't like being in this position. Ah, damn it. Oh, leave it there. But no, oh, nope, that's great. Yep. This might not be the best position. Watch it. Why doesn't anything fall? What? What? Am I high? I'm really confused. What's going on here? What? What? Okay. That's cool. Now we know each other are. Let's not just take this. Wow. Oh yeah, the walls are building material. Where is it? Oh. I'm learning solo on mats right now. Woo! Running low on mats. Great. Oh. Ooh.
Father. Is it a sin that Will Ferrell is doing Brando better than Brando in a animated film? I think it is. As Hal 2.0 shifts his gaze to appear like he's looking at himself carrying Roxanne, now might be a good time to remind the movie that this is not how mirrors work. His new line of sight wouldn't even be anywhere near that mirror.
No freaking way! I wasn't finished. I'm gonna be a hero!
Did he grow even more on his way down? Because if that crop top is average width and length, Hal is now about 13 feet tall, with a shoulder width of at least 6 feet. Look, I know it's a cartoon and all, but can we at least keep some semblance of consistency? Why is this gym scoreboard on? And more importantly, why is it 3-2 with 10 minutes and 40 seconds left? After the tragic death of Metro Man, wouldn't continuing to use his image on advertising be a bit tacky? Two Time needs to get their together.
And brilliantly told, by the way. Okay, now you tell one.
How is Megamind able to Clark Kent Roxanne like this? She's been kidnapped by Megamind many, many times, and has heard him speak. He has a very distinct voice. She doesn't find it odd at all that Bernard sounds just like him, or at the very least sounds nothing like he did when she ran into him the first time. The back of this book is clearly from a book called The Happiest Me I Can Be, which doesn't show up until much later in the movie. It's almost like the movie didn't think I'd have a pause button on my remote.
That was always the last one picked for everything.
It's too bad that we didn't go to the same school.
Yeah, and then you could have made fun of him, along with everyone else.
What's the T stand for? Titan.
Titan? Or Titan? I know it seems like a silly question, but if you check the credits, in this joke, it appears to be Titan. But this moment clearly says Titan. And the subtitles actually switch from one to the other about halfway through. Considering Titan is just plain silly, we're going to use Titan from here on out and just blame the movie for its lack of clarity. Either way, here's an extra 5 Sins movie just for making us have to explain all that nonsense.
There's this really, really good looking one I've got my eye on currently.
Okay, fine. His superhero powers come with built-in zoom and enhance. But there's no way the city park is in a direct line of sight from Roxanne's apartment on the 20th floor of this high-rise.
On the count of 3, unsheath your churro.
Oh, it's one of those superhero parties.
What happens when Roxanne finds out who you really are?
Not to mention you presumably murdered 2 of the most important men in her life.
Well, give me the keys!
No!
You knew this car was there. You were just running around it 10 seconds ago. Does making something invisible also remove it from memory like some sort of eternal sunshine of the spotless Megamind?
Let me make it clear. Code, I don't need you.
The movie has time for this pointless conflict.
No, I am so close. I can feel it.
Why is she hanging all this stuff from the ceiling? Have modern-day investigative reporters traded in the evidence board for the evidence mobile? Good thing Roxanne's revelation coincided with the exact moment all 200 pieces of paper were facing the right direction. That sure seems convenient. Also, what is even going on here? Didn't she put these here? And they just happen to do this? And why does it even matter that she sees this?
But I have powers. I have a cape. I'm the good guy.
You are a good guy, Hal.
But is he, though? I'm not sure the movie has done anything up to this point but paint Shallow Hal as a borderline sociopathic stalker. How the is she supposed to get down from there? I'm sure the movie will gloss over any kind of explanation of how this happens and just have her on the ground at some point doing reporter things. If it's this easy for someone to touch the watch and ruin Megamind's disguise, why wouldn't he just put it somewhere else on his body, where it can't be as easily reached?
You destroyed Metro Man. You took over the city.
Murdered Metro Man is what he actually did. Everyone seems to be tiptoeing over that, even though it's the f***ing inciting incident.
Do you really think that I would ever be with you?
No. And neither do I, which is why the end of this movie is going to feel so false when she eventually does ride the blue wave. That is where all this forced emotion is going, right? This is a populous city, and we just saw a lot of people at the restaurant, so why are there 0 people or cars out in the streets? Did Metro City think there'd be a Batman v Superman fight downtown?
Where is the one they call Titan? Challenge me, if you dare.
But other than Roxanne, no one knows who Titan is, right? So this was a weird way to begin the charade.
You fell for the oldest evil trick in the book.
The oldest trick in the book is a guy in a black mamba suit steering a robot tapping you on the shoulder? That is super specific. This random billboard seems unnecessarily double entendred for a kids movie. Takes me back to the good old days when animators would draw mermaid buildings that look like dicks.
Time out!
The driver of that gas truck is most certainly dead. So when Roxanne said she might know a place, she meant his f***ing super lair. Why didn't she just lead with that?
Hey.
Oh good, a twist. I was hoping movie would throw another plot line into this already tangled mess of a story. The split with Minion, the romance with Roxy, Titan going full villain, and now this? I can't decide which one of these boring plot lines I'm least interested to see resolved.
Using my super speed, I decided to go clear my head.
If Metro Man has this kind of super speed, doesn't that mean Titan does as well? If so, why didn't he use it in his fight with Megamind?
Metro Man was finally dead. And Music Man was born.
Oh, we've got trouble. Right here in Metro City, with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for put me out of my misery already.
Thousands have already fled the city in a mass exodus.
But Megamind had taken over the city before Titan. Did no one try to leave then?
Oh, and just so you don't get cold feet,
Roxanne.
And that was the day that Metro City was saved by the power of blue balls.
there is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy.
Spoiler alert.
Presentation!
Where did all these extra brain bots come from? Were they hanging out with all of Tony Stark's extra suits from Iron Man 3? Megamind clearly graduated with honors from the Prometheus School of Driving Away from Things.
No.
It's possible that Megamind had turned over a new leaf for good, but why does Roxanne care? He's kidnapped her many times in the past and created a false identity so she would fall in love with him. This is the most serious case of Stockholm Syndrome I've ever seen represented in an animated film.
So, you're the punk I've heard about.
Even animated superhero movies from 7 years ago just couldn't resist the sweet, sweet nectar of finishing the movie with a superhero battling essentially a different version of himself.
Surprise! He's the real hero.
Megamind.
Wait, what? So Minion has been Megamind for how long? And the real Megamind has just been biding his time waiting to appear as Metro Man? Why is that something that you would wait to reveal? Also, now that I think about it, when did he even copy Metro Man with the watch? Not like he had time to do anything between prison and trying to save Roxanne.
Pretty sneaky, sis.
That one's for all the youngsters who were just waiting for an early 80s Connect 4 commercial reference. Your patience has been rewarded.
But there's only one person I know who calls this town Metrocity.
Nice catch, Titan. Good thing you went ahead and flew away scared and then waited a few minutes to return with this knowledge. The scriptwriters thank you.
The invisible car.
That's right, the entire climax turns on a character seeing the invisible car from a distance. No debris revealing it or anything like that. Just an invisible object that is supposedly spottable from 100 feet away.
Hey, remember that night that I dumped you?
You're bringing this up now?
I did look back, and you should look back.
You couldn't have said that any faster, Roxanne. Maybe just Megamind, turn around. Maybe save the sentimental crap for Pillow Talk later.
There's a benefit to losing. You get to learn from your mistakes.
You can't have it both ways, movie. How can both Roxy and the Blue Buffoon see this car but Titan not know it's even there?
So, this is how it ends.
I wish.
Olo.
Neat trick. But quick question. If you had the dehydration gun this whole movie, why not just dehydrate Titan at some point?
Thing about bad guys, they always lose.
Tell that to Kaiser Soze.
Code. We're the good guys now.
Code, I guess we are.
Code. This running code gag should have ended 40 minutes ago.
We won! We won! We won!
Except Megamind is responsible for all of this, but hey, let's just celebrate him and hope he doesn't f*** up again.
Megamind, if you please.
Whatever happened to those 88 consecutive life sentences? How short of a memory does this city have? Also, isn't he still the primary suspect in the murder of Metro Man? I mean, we know he's alive and well, but they don't, right? Bad dancing.
Oh, this has been the worst day of my entire life.
Oh, no worries.
Post-credits, assault and battery.
Tell me, Jesus! Tell me, Jewish God! Here's my day so far.
Go yourself, San Diego. Maniacal laugh. Maniacal laugh. Maybe you're just sitting around reading Guns and Ammo, masturbating in your own feces. Do you just stop and go, wow, it is amazing how crazy I really am.
Black Mamba. Sir, I think this is a bad idea.
They laughed at Louis Armstrong when he said he was going to go to the moon.
Now he's up there, laughing at them.
I'm afraid I just blew myself.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Is that hair gel?
Raining! No! I don't know where I am! It's raining!
Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Make your heading 240. Reach under your seat.
What? These are just those best grooming products!
Stay with me. Put on the